Hello and welcome. My name is Matthew here with Crescentvale. We have an unboxing. We'll try to do a self-graded card review of the Michael Jordan inside of this All-Star Collector set. This is the second time I bought this box. This is the second time I see the word hologram. I think it's here on the box, right? Holographic enhanced, keyword enhanced. So the second time I've done this, wanting essentially this card. Now this is the card that I have collected and own since 1992, 1993, I believe. Let's see an exact year on that. 93. My dad brought this box of, very similar box to this. It looks very similar. Same size, same color. My dad brought this home, and I only have 3 minutes to be able to do this in a YouTube short, but my dad bought this box, and there's multiple other cards in there. I was essentially just wanting that card in a little bit better condition and to grade it. Now, what is that, 33 years ago my dad brought that card home? So 33 years ago, my dad brought home a very similar box to this. And I was so excited. It was the most excited I've ever been opening a box of cards. May ever in my life. It may beat everything, but essentially, here we go. We're going to unbox it. We're going to try to get to, we have almost a minute and a half left, get through a graded card review of the Michael Jordan within this set. We may just do the unboxing for here. Let's see what we get through here. So, here we go. So the cards are actually not as stuck together, which is good, but I can already see some ding corners after so many years. Of course, we have some all-star heroes. I don't think I'll be, maybe this will be just the quickest, if I can even find the Jordan. Elgin Baylor, I mean, just legends. I should probably just not do this as a short and release it in vertical for the review of all these cards. So yeah, 45 seconds left. I don't think we're going to Patrick Ewing, Clyde, Brad, Barkley, West. We're looking at Oscar Robinson, Isaiah Stockton, Hakeem Mullen, Worthy. Now we're getting into the rookies, I believe. I did not see the Jordan yet. James Worthy. So we're going to have to go. I think we're up against 3 minutes right now. And Shaq. There's a Shaq. What kind of condition is that in? A bit of a bit corner. So we're over the 3 minute mark. We're going to have to just go back through all of this. And we're going to have to make it not a YouTube short. Maybe I can break it into a YouTube short later once we find the Elvin Hayes. So I don't know who Elvin Hayes is. Just going to be honest with you. I'm going to be like, hey, you don't know your... I know George Garvin. I know some George... Gervin. Walt Flate. Oh my gosh, but they're stuck together. Oh no. See, some of these cards are stuck together. I really didn't want paper peel on Walt. He went to my college. This dude went to SIU. Represent Salukis. I'll have to put a hashtag SIU in this video. But we have a Walt Frazier. This is amazing right here. This might be my first Walt Frazier card that I have pulled. Dave, don't know you. Wilt the still, yes. Elgin Baylor we talked about before. Sorry, I've never heard. So those are essentially the, what would you call it? The legends at that time. Karl Malone, Michael Jordan right there. Originally I was wanting to do a review on this. Let's see if the corners have somewhat stay secured. You know what? It's not bad. Like the edges are beat up, so I probably will grade this, and we can just go ahead and grade it right now. And it may get a 7. It may get a 6.5. It may get a 7. 7 is honestly probably where I'm leaning towards it. Maybe 7.5. So let's do a quick self-graded card review in addition to the unboxing. So first we're going to take a look at the surface. And I whenever I was, the Karl Malone was in the front of it, I did kind of feel a little bit of stick. I want to say there's a lot. The back of the surface shouldn't be as bad, but you can kind of see here. Oh, good, that was just a flake. Corners are pretty beat up on this bad boy. But looking at the surface right now on the back, and I think the back surface was far more intact than the front, because I did kind of have a bit of like slight paper peel, and I kind of see it there. Those two spots. Possibly one underneath the arm. So a little bit of paper peel. So it's not, I would, since the second time I bought this box, I would say I have to grade this bad boy. So surface on this, 7. Centering, edges, and corners. We said surface is a 7, and we'll do a total. We'll say MJ on that for our title. So we got a 7 on the surface because slight paper peel on this bad boy after 33 years. And just the material of the cards, some of these, like the Topps cards that I pulled recently, had no sticking to it. Topps 1992, 1993, the cards I bought didn't have much stick to it. So you can also see that line there. So the 7 is pretty accurate. Next thing we'll look at is the corners. Let's go ahead and take a look at the corners. There's some whitening there, probably like 8, 7.5. That's probably like a 6, 6.5, 5. Look at a 6 to 6.5 on corners. 6.5. Sharp. One corner's halfway sharp. 7.5. 6.5 on the corners. Corners 6.5. I've been like doing the jewel eye kind of thing real quick. Yeah, it's showing me that these are jacked. And there's 4 corners. Are they all jacked? I would say that's not as bad, right? This isn't as bad, but really I got 2 that are damaged. But you know what? That's one reason why I wanted to do this review is I wanted to show that not all cards are 9s, 10s. Some are 6 or 7s, and that's okay. But to be honest, to say this is like a 5 or a 2, I would have to like crumple this up into a ball and try to like flatten it out to give it a 1 or 2. I'd have to cut half of it off. I'd have to burn it. I'd have to stomp on it. I'd have to like have cleats and tear into it to give it a 1 or 2. Whenever they give 1 or 2s and some of the other grades, I don't get it, because I would have to degrade this 90% out of the original, pristine condition. I rarely see that on the 1s and 2s. I haven't seen the people have burnt it, have put a thumbtack in it and hung it on the wall. I just haven't seen that. So I'm not a grader that if it comes out of pack fresh, it's not a 2. It's not a 3. You'd have to degrade, it'd have to be 70. If it's a 3, I have to degrade it by 70%. So that means if there's 4 corners, 3 out of them would have to be degraded heavily. Where, if we look at this, yeah, there is some wear on this. This corner is pretty damaged, not gonna lie. But that corner is not as bad. So 1 is also the back corner is damaged too. Yeah. So 1 out of 3 corners is pretty heavily damaged. So therefore 3 are not as bad. So 6.5, is that what we get for the corners? That's exactly the correct grade. I'm sorry, if you want to agree, disagree, you can. Other graders say, well, the degradation of this corner is more significant. That's fine, but it's not even that bad. Like when you think I could like tear that off, I could rip that further back to give it a 1 or a 2. That's not that degraded. Is that the word? We have surface and corners. Now let's take a look at the edges. So the edge here, again, like not bad. A little ridges right here. Like I'd almost put that in the imperfection category. So that one I give it like an 8. This one down here is pretty jacked right there. I mean, not that bad, but 8, 8 for edges really overall. So yeah, edges 8. And the centering's not great. I mean, we can kind of drop it in a penny sleeve and take a look real quick. So that's like 4. Just a little shy of 5. About 4 again. So left right's not bad. Now I think like if I use the logo as my anchor point's a little off. Three. It's not that bad. It actually feels like there's more room on the left than there's the top, just a little bit. So centering's not perfect, but it's also not that far off. So we'll see from here to here and there. These 2 anchor points are pretty clear as day. 3. And I'm usually looking for a 3 millimeter difference. So that could be closer to a 4. Yeah, it's a 4 there. So a little bit of a differential. 3. About 3.5, 4. So centering on this is probably, there's some differentials. I'd say 7.5 for centering. So we have a 6.5 and a 7.5, so that'd be a 7. So 2 7s and an 8. Total is 7. That's what we said at the beginning of the video. To be honest, I'm getting really good at this. That's what it is, 7. And I like it. I don't like just saying every card's perfect, every card's a 9. I only have 2 10s, by the way, so far. And they're both these Rodmans. This Rodman, I feel like it's really close. I think I have 2 subgrades at 9.5. But this is really close to a 10 across the board. That was almost brand new, like, what was that, 1 year old? But like this 30-year plus Rodman, they're also, I think, 2 subgrades. So it's like these are the only 2 10s that even got 10 labels out of 45, now 46 cards I've done. So I don't favorite my cards. I give the most accurate assessment because that's what I want my buyers to know and see and feel. So thank you for watching this unboxing. You want to look at some more cards real quick? Let's look at some more cards. For anybody that's not a Michael Jordan fan but likes the 90s. Karl Malone, not a fan. Patrick Ewing, going to my buddy Corey, big New York fan from New York. I had a big buy from New York recently, shout out. Clyde Drexler, Clyde the Glide, one of the best. Probably should have never put himself up near Jordan's level. That's okay, don't do that. Don't tout your own horn too much, let other people do it. I don't really know this guy. He was big in the 90s. I guess. Barkley, there we go. He's going for it. He's fighting somebody for that. Maybe Robinson, maybe somebody else, who knows. Jerry West, a legend. So we got here. I don't even think he could play in this. I don't know why I just. We're going back to heroes. No, these are all heroes. Do not understand this box whatsoever. It's Oscar Robinson. That's my man. One of the best of all time. So we got Jerry. We got Oscar Robinson. Put him up there at the top of the legends. Dominique. That's what I'm talking about right there. Zeke. Isaiah. Look at that face. Look at that. That's him right there. Look at this guy in the background. John Sally. Is that John Sally? I don't know who that is. If that's not John Sally, I apologize. He's got a John Sally smile to him. But I think it's like something Wilkins or something. Kevin Wilkins or something. Boy, does he look happy. Just watching Isaiah with those shifty eyes. Look at that card. Does anybody else know how amazing this is? Nobody knows. John Stockton. Look at this pale boy. Look at this pale man. I'm this pale too. Look at this. Bam. No, it's worse. It's worse, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how it cut me, but he's worse. There you go. David Robinson, the Admiral. All respect. This man, legend. Shout out David Robinson. Robert Parrish. He's all right. Brad Daugherty Powell. Hakeem the Dream, one of the best. Don't know what year this is. These all different years. Same year. Hakeem. Look at the calling for the ball. Somebody needs to get this man a ball. Chris Mullin. Focused. The spile. James Moses Malone. Oh, I didn't get to see him in his prime. Morning. Not bad. Nick's banner in the background. Look at that haircut. Look at that. Whoop. 90s. Baby Miner. Baby Jordan. Harold Miner. Dunk contest winner. Kristen Laettner. Probably shouldn't have been on that dream team he made anyways. Never really saw him ball. Can't really justify or unjustify his work. Larry Johnson, Grandmama. Who's this man? Can't keep up. Can't keep up. Daryl Coleman. Probably a stud. Don't even know. Didn't see him play. Mookie Blaylock? Nope. Stacey Augmon. Don't even know. No disrespect, Stacey Augmon, if you watch this. Kenny Anderson. Is this? No. That's not Kenny Smith. Sorry. James Worthy. That was what I was looking for. I was called Moses Malone. I'm sorry, James Worthy, who watched this. No disrespect. Flashbacks. Don't know who you are. These two boys just running the court. This guy. Don't know. Should probably know. A little bit before my time. Barkley? Okay. Bird. These guys look exactly the same. They don't. Steve Smith, not bad. Good commentator. Shaq, saw her earlier. Had to do that to him. Mutombo. Bye, everybody.